What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 9th video of the campfire series. Today we are doing research to basically just how we're going to download core the most privately. We're going to look at different VPNs. Just good to know what one might be best for this. All this stuff is sort of cat and mouse, I guess you could say. We're going to be looking at the i2p technology and Tor a little bit, I think. But yeah, we'll see what one might be best for this. This is not, all this stuff is sort of, this is not, this is, I'm expecting this to be a bit all over the place in terms of a video or a stream, because I am tired. I think that's mostly it. But I wanted to keep this moving forward, and I thought done is better than perfect in this scenario. So, so we're on Prime. We're on Nostr right now. This is the Primal client, and I like this post. Can someone do a podcast on VPNs and which one to use? And you have use Proton, you can pay with Bitcoin. Data is the new oil. I want to look at this account. This is something that I don't feel like it's easy to find good in-depth information online. I don't know how in-depth we'll go right now. I wouldn't say this is my area of expertise. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I want to start with it. This is the GitLab of the i2p protocol. It looks like it's written in Go. I'll just read the README. Oh, we can't use the README without without signing in. Is that true? Maybe I should have looked into that first. Okay, so there are a couple posts that I find interesting, right? This one by Burrito. Should we look at this account real quick and just gonna copy their, this is their npub. I'll just copy that and I'll put it in chat if you want to look at that. Oh, I can't put it in chat. It's way too big. All right, well, at the time of this recording, can I copy this? Can I copy this and put it in? I guess not really, huh? Well, it's there on screen, so I guess you should be able to scan that. And that's their public profile. So yeah, so basically, how is Tor compromised? Someone asked this, and majority of nodes owned and operated by intelligence agencies. Yeah. So basically the idea is ends with, in essence, it's a glorified VPN. There exists better options for i2p. So that's That's what leads us to i2p, to just look at it. Announcements from the i2p team. Let's just see what's going on in this world. Looks like something was released, the release schedule. Let's just look up how this works. How does the i2p network work? It said something about garlic routing, right? The other one's known as onion routing. All right, distributed network of volunteer operated nodes known as routers, which helps transmit encrypted messages. Each router is identified by a new cryptographic identity. The information, when a user first sends stated IP, the information is first encrypted using end-to-end encryption and then split into small encrypted segments called cloves. These cloves are bundled together in a process known as garlic routing, whereas multiple messages are encrypted. I can read so much faster than I can speak. That's what I meant. It's sent through separate unidirectional tunnels. Unidirectional, I think, meaning they go one direction. So it kind of reminds me of what's that thing called? Torrenting. Let's just try maybe let's see if YouTube has a thing. And we'll say downloading Bitcoin Core on the i2p network. Is this a thing?
i2p Easy Install Bundle for Windows. So in case you haven't heard of i2p, what's up guys? Today we're going to take a look ahead and just down.
It's so
all right,
odd
that was
to me,
pretty
like
quick.
this mental outlaw.
And let's start i2p.
Character, like they're running Windows, which I find very.
All right, so let's see. Is this anyone who's going?
Very odd.
This is Matt. This is Matthew. This is Matthew Cratter's. This is Matthew. CSAM, of course, is one of the most horrific content involving Bitcoin Core devs themselves. They will be
It's a CSAM relay service. What is CSAM relay? This is like, we're just sort of digging into stuff we don't know. Oh, interesting. It's not. That's like, it's just
Bitcoin
so
Core devs
topic.
themselves. They will be active.
How to download and install Tor for Bitcoin Core.
Bitcoin Core.
Friends and enemies, welcome to the
parts. We're going to download Bitcoin Core. First, we're going to change directories to our new home directory.
Let's see what this one is.
Friend-
This is good. Usually, like,
Parts, we're going to
sometimes
download
few reviews are good in my experience, right? Like, this is a good. His subscribers in the hundreds or early thousands. It's like, and then just like these tutorials I can find be helpful. The numbers sort of indicate it. What I'm trying to figure out right now: remove the old Ubuntu account, download Bitcoin Core, startup stress. There's no talk about i2p in here.
It's important to let it
So I don't know why
reboot
that
back
popped
into
up.
the Pi OS, meaning do not remove the micro SD card during the reboot. The reason for this is the firmware update does not occur until after the reboot, when it reads the data from the firmware. Do not firmware updates. I wanted to mention two important things to you. First, when you make the firmware updates while inside of the Pi OS,
Oh no. What? I'm just
you could make some changes here to your booting in the
being
Raspberry Pi OS. At this point, You should be ready to access your Ubuntu operating system either directly on the console with a monitor and keyboard plugged into your Pi, or remotely by SSH access, which is how I'm doing it right now. Alright, so at this point you're going to log into your Pi running Ubuntu with username Ubuntu and password Ubuntu. After doing this, it's going to require you to change your password immediately.
I'm just gonna ask
So
a
I'll just put in my
stupid
new
question
password.
on Noster because, like, it's just, this is such a nascent thing, I think, or maybe it's not nascent, but it's not popular yet, that I'm annoyed. That copy ID, that's the note ID. I want this person's account. Oh, I guess I could copy the note ID. Will that work? Copy ID. Just bringing it over here. And I'm gonna do new note. What am I doing here? I just want to find this note. And we're gonna respond to it. Well, I kind of just want to read the documentation though, which I can't do right now because we're not logged in. If I just click get, German mirror. Can I find it somewhere else on the internet? I2p protocol. What am I searching? I2p protocol. README. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do this on my own time. Just okay, here it is. Finally, the GitHub. Reference Java implementation. Prerequisites. It's an x86 build. I don't know. I2p versus Tor security. Best VPNs for operating a Bitcoin and Lightning node. I guess I don't really understand this. This seems silly to me. I'm on a silly website. Like, this is not, none of this is good, I don't think. None of this reading is good. I'll have to like check my notes. Ugh, I hate this. Is like there's just points in projects that I dread. This is one of them. Because they're not, like, it's just not detailed, so. Or maybe I'm just tired. This doesn't really say much about it. Let's look at who the, I want to look at who the contributors are. So is a Java implementation, I guess, is there, so there's a Go implementation and a Java implementation. Is that the deal? How big is this? There's 23 contributors. That is not very many contributors. To me, anyway. All right, I'm getting too weird, too in the weeds here, so. Purple i2p. Let's look at the README here. C++ implementation of i2p. What languages is i2p protocol written in? What was the original language for the i2p protocol? Let's look at the wiki. It's written in Java. So that's the original language. Okay. Precompiled packages as binaries. Ugh. I don't have the energy for this right now. Okay. I2P is a thing. That's what we've learned. Let's look at Tor real quick. Tor is yeah, started by the Navy and some people. It started to protect American intelligence communications online. I don't feel like looking up how to make Tor a thing right now. It's written in C, Python, and Rust, apparently. Okay. All right. That's fine. Actually, let's look at the Tor GitHub real quick. I don't really like, this is just not, I don't really use GitHub. At least not right now, so I don't really get what these things are. These are different repositories. Why can't it just show me like get Tor? A Tor browser distributed system. Get Tor browser. I mean, that's the browser. It's not the actual thing. Okay.
But your first login, it will require you to change it. So you need to decide right now whether or not you want to keep using the Ubuntu username or if you want to use another username. Certain things.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna find any good thing on VPNs. What else could I check? Kinda wanna check Stacker News. Let's check Stacker News. Is this gonna be okay? Let's search for VPN. Nope, that's VPS. VPN recommendations, April 2024. Do you have any recommendations? Most popular. Mulvad, I've heard of that. The Swedish outfit. Okay. Gibraltar. I think that's in Spain. I don't know. This is new to me. It's new to me. What about WireGuard VPN? There's like WireGuard is like, I don't think it's exactly VPN. OpenVPN. We'll write these down because these are interesting. So, OpenVPN and WireGuard. We'll read about them real quick. Pre-shared private keys. I don't know if this is actually going to work for OpenVPN. I think if I remember right, it's more useful for like your own stuff. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. What I'm confused is like, how do you have access to the network if you don't pay? I think OpenVPN is free. Yeah. Yeah, so it's OpenVPN is for secure connections. But I don't know if it's like, I think it's more like for internally. It's like, you know, it's not like for anything you're going to visit. Yeah, I don't know. Let's read about WireGuard. IPsec. How does WireGuard work? Free and open source VPN. Soft ether get. "108 contributors. It's written in C and C# and TypeScript and HTML. Apache license. All right, we can look into this later too. Look into soft ether, free and open source VPN. We'll look into that one too. All right, I'm trying to get tabs closed now. Yeah, I think WireGuard is the same thing. It's more like internal. But I don't know. We're gonna have to look into it more. All right, we got a list for later. Maybe we should write down IPsec to look into. It's a protocol. Okay. Let's do recent. This is the Nepal thing. It's kind of interesting. I kind of wonder where they get their data from. Okay. None of these say anything about VPNs.
To change it?
This is my original search. I'm just trying to get this. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's a 4-year-old thing. Let's see if there's anything else we're going to talk about here. Let's just look at this person. Yeah. All right, get rid of that. Ugh. I am wiped right now. I am wiped out. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. I hope if you know things, please write in the comments because this is a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. All right, see you in the next one.